The Devil is a Part-Timer is a show I very much like, and it also has a season 2 somewhere, well, coming out in about a couple months, and I can't wait for it to come out because I'm very much excited for it, because I bloody love this series. It's a very fun watch, and if you don't know what it is, well, I'll give you a brief rundown. So, in a fantasy world, there's a demon lord and a hero, and they fight. The hero is about to defeat the demon lord, and then he flees through a portal, and the hero follows after him. And then they end up in our world, or, well, Japan, anime Japan, you'll understand, and don't have any of their powers, because obviously there's no magic in the real world, well, our real world. So they're basically just regular people with a slight little bit of magic left over from when they were in their world, and as such they now have to kind of just live here and try and find a way back. At least that's their initial goal, at least, albeit that does kind of take somewhat of a sideline as the story does whatever the fuck it feels like. And in living in this real world, what the fuck does that mean? Living in the real world, our main character, the demon lord Mao Satan, or Mao Sador, because creative naming is not his forte, decides to work at McDonald's, or McRonald's, as it is in this world, and the hero, Emi Yusa, well, her real name is Hiro Amelia, and then becomes Yusa, which is similar to Yusha, meaning hero, and then just takes her name and shortens it to make it sound somewhat Japanese, I guess. Works at a call center. And then just, you know, stuff happens. Go watch it if you want to know more. I've given you the premise. Go watch it. It's good. It's a fun watch. I really enjoy it. Maybe that's partially my bias, because I too work at McDonald's, so I can sympathize with my man Mao Sado. Not really, because their McDonald's is a complete different, basically a complete different entity. But hey, it's a really good watch. The story's really good. The world building for both the real world and the fantasy world is really interesting, because you do get more insight into the world that our main characters are from throughout the story, and also the, I guess you could call it, political struggles, that religious and political struggles that exist in that world, and how they're bleeding over into the real world now, because, well, of course they would. The two most powerful, basically the two most powerful entities in their world are now somewhere else, but they're still alive, if you can figure out what happens. It's not too far in that, you know, the quote-unquote big twist is brought about, but hey, it's a good watch. I highly recommend you go watch Devil's Part-Timer, because personally it's one of my favourite anime. It's a really good watch, a really good reverse isekai. The characters are great, their interactions are great, the development of the characters is really good, it feels natural. The relationships between the characters are also, you know, they're not bad. I've seen better, personally, especially when it comes to the romance aspect, because there is a romance aspect to it. It's not the best, but it's also by far not to the worst. So yeah, go give it a watch. It's a pretty funny show as well. Like, the comedy in it's actually pretty good, which is in a lot of cases somewhat rare for comedy anime to have actual good comedy. But it's also not the main focus, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, go check Devil's Part-Timer out, and I'm sure you'll really look forward to the second season of it. And yeah, with all that said, if you like this video, leave a like, comment, sub, hit the notification bell, and yeah, I've been Anansi, you've been you, and I'll see you next time for another video. Ta-ta, for now.